Dayton, author of Correcting Our Financial Miseducation, available in paperback on Amazon.com. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about my book and some of the material in the book. We're going to talk about the New Deal today, the TVA. I made one clip before about the TVA, and in the first clip, we discussed that it was unnecessary as private companies were producing much more power than was being consumed by the people in the area before the program was implemented. We also established that the TVA hurt private businesses, which hurt the economy. A few more tidbits about the TVA that I'm going to discuss in this video as we discuss the green portions of the New Deal. Is that so in 1930, 3 years before the TVA was instituted, in the state of Tennessee, the TVA is the Tennessee Valley Authority. In the state of Tennessee, 3% of its farms had running water. Now, this was equal to or greater than 6 other southeastern states at the time. 20 years after 1933, so in 1953, after 2 decades of the TVA, Tennessee farms were up to 33% of their farms had running water. Now, this seems like a major improvement, right? 33% is a lot more than 3%, when 3% was pretty much the average for the area. However, in 1953, when 33% of Tennessee farms had running water, 50% of Georgia, North Carolina, and Virginia farms had running water. Now, all those 3 other states were not TVA states. That is, the TVA retarded progress in the areas that it was targeting and controlling compared to the other areas which were less regulated. This follows a common theme, all throughout the world in all kinds of industries that is established in the book with fact after fact after, example after an example. That the tighter the government is, the tighter the government's grasp on the commerce, right? The more control it has with controlling prices and wages and setting quotas and telling people who you can and cannot hire and things like that, the more progress is thwarted, is throttled, reduced. Or the more they try to redistribute, what they'll do is they'll reduce what's called the inequality gap. The highest will make, so if it starts off with the highest tier and the lowest tier, it'll be reduced to here, but the problem is they both fall down off the chart. So in other words, it's closer, but everybody's poorer. This is also true or evidenced by a study done in 1983, which was half a century after the TVA was instituted in 1933, which established an inverse relationship between per capita income and TVA involvement. That is, the states with the most TVA involvement, the citizens therein had a less reduced per capita income than states where the TVA either only meddled a little bit or left them completely alone. So the TVA was a complete disaster all over. Great failure of socialism. It was killing jobs. It made less power. It hurt private companies, and it made the Depression worse. For more on this and many other facts, go to Amazon.com and pick up your copy of Correcting Our Financial Miseducation today. I'm Paul Dayton. Thanks for your time.